first one here is Geogaddi. I'll be trying to listen to like some of this as I go as well, depending on whether or not I have notes for it. But let me find a good way to set this up so that it's not like do I want to stay on this screen or do I want to go to this screen? That's the question. Which one do I want to stay on? I'll stay on this one for now. Do that, and then okay. So it's always on top of that. Let's turn this down. Okay, and then I'm gonna turn this down by like a decibel here. Okay, now I'm gonna pull up Geogaddi on this here. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I'm gonna just, you know what? I'm gonna go back to this screen. I'm changing my mind. Going back here. The Ready Let's Go is fine here as an opener. But then getting into the more like I've come to learn that this album has really, pardon me, I'm just gonna sneak over there, has really fascinating compositions to it, which, you know, I already knew, having listened to Boards of Canada before. But yeah, there's something about this album that it's like it's slightly, I don't know, it's it might be too cold for me, and that's why I like Campfire better. But this is still really cool. A lot of these ratings haven't really changed. So like let's just like go through the notes I have for the ones I do have notes for. So it's like Ready, Let's Go as a simple intro, gets us in the mood for some Satan music. Music is Math has a nice atmosphere, vibey track to kind of kick off the album. Very, very standard stuff. And then Gyroscope, cool vibe, but not really one I like as its own track. Dandelion, I just wrote down Leslie Nielsen, Sunshine Recorder. Some cool, mysterious synth work here. I'm not super in love with like the slurpy, crunchy percussion, but it's a nice track. Let me play that one here. Sorry, I'm trying to get all my windows working in a good fashion here. This is fine. It's like for 6 minutes though. It's like whatever. In the Annex though is fantastic. And I just recently watched What's Her Face do a the piano person. What's her name? I can't remember, but she reacted to Music Has the Right to Children, and then she recently did this, and she covered like some of the composition stuff, and it is fascinating. It's really cool, especially this one, and it has like a half-step key change in it, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Julian Candy. Kind of like Devil's in the Details. I feel like these two have very similar kind of like, I don't know, mysterious, eerie vibes. A quick hello. Hi, Francis. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, Julian Candy is nice. The smallest weird number I have written down, it's 1.89, by the way. And also like it's such a kind of like nothing track. It's very simple. I don't know. I kind of would have liked to hear it like build to something. Hello, IXI. What? Little fluffy cloud. 1969 has like a more dense atmosphere. Ooh. Kind of like Beach at Red Point. Has that like dark kind of Half-Life feel to it, you know? Which is cool. Yeah, I like Beach at Red Point. Energy Warning is, you know, it's interesting thing about this album is it like goes back and forth between these full tracks and these interludes. Opening the Mouth. Sorry, IXI on YouTube looking at compositions. Huh? What are you talking about? Alpha and Omega. I'm not super into this one. Again, it's the percussion. I don't know, for like, you know, 7 minutes, whatever. That could be blasphemous to say, but here's the devil in the details. This this kind of bouncy just hanging on like dissonant chords. That's nice. I'm just gonna not really use my notes. I'm just gonna go off of like listening to them because that's easier. I love anything that has the like old school VHS science tape synth sounds. You mentioned there was a YouTuber with a piano. IXI? Are you saying that's who it is? Hold on. You might be correct. I thought it was like her name. Oh no, you're right. You're right. Yep, here it is. Yeah, this was really cool. Like getting to see nope, not that. In the annex.
We're gonna move. Her tones are just okay. I swear I heard that note. And then it's maybe all of them. All the guys.
It's a great chord too.
But then I don't hear it on this. Introduce ears. So it's 3, 4, 4. Oh. So I think it goes to C
minor and G minor.
To G minor 7, I think.
It's such a cool chord progression. Like going through this whole video, I really want her to do Campfire head phase. But like Over the Horizon Radar is awesome to see like put out onto the keys.
Standard.
It was more complicated than I thought it was going to be too.
It's still a little weird. Like if I put in a root position, we have this. What's this?
I thought it was more basic chords, but it definitely modulates and borrows other chords from different modes.
A little bit of that Lydian sound again.
Anyway, it's cool. Yeah, so I love Over the Horizon Radar. It's such a cool sound. And that hanging on that chord right there, that sounds like it wants to go somewhere else and it never does. Dawn Chorus? I remember this. It's a weird one. I could be tempted to bump this up to a 3.5 there. Diving Station is cool. Very mysterious. Their song titles are really strong, I feel. I like their song titles a lot. Now this is something, man. Weird. This is weird. I really respect it, though. It's such a strange sound. Corsair. I like this a lot, actually. Very dark sound. Cool chords, and then of course Magic Window, which is everyone's favorite. Not afraid to play the whole thing on this one, even though I'm going to get copyright striked. Anyway, that's Geogaddi. So favorites would definitely be In the Annex, Over the Horizon Radar are the two that stand out to me as just favorites. I think Music is Math is solid. Julian Candy is solid. Beach at Red Point is solid. And then like Corsair, Diving Station, like those as well. There really isn't like a bad track on here. This is all just like personal preference and taste. So, is it more cohesive than Music Has the Right or Campfire? Possibly, quite possibly, but I don't know. I think the other albums do cooler things. Although I haven't listened to this in a while, and I have it at like a 3. So I need to go back and check these out again because maybe I'll like them more. Hard to say.